All right, thanks. Thanks for joining us. All right, go into messages and go into the Q&A. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Archangel Michael. Blessings to you. Yes, this is a time of deep healing. There are more revelations to occur. Many are opening up more to their spiritual development in a new direction. This is actually speeding up many in their spiritual development. Of course, there's still many layers to go. You can say, at least politics-wise, both sides won because it's all an experience. So in this world, many are taking sides, but there are beings here that want to be on all sides. They learn from all different directions and points of view. So as you go more to the higher dimensions, you'll see things a little bit more differently. Of course, even people have known to argue with themselves a lot. So, but it's all an experience in the long run, and it does, it connects to what you want to accomplish. Basically, is what's happening right here. So, mechanics of the soul is in work, you can say. So, blessings. Beings. I am from Sirius. I'm what you call a being of the cosmos, one that lives in space. You can say like a silver surfer being. I can be humanoid. There's many humans that are of, you can say, non-matter. We do not need a ship to travel the universe. As a cosmic being, we are known to go into the sun to regenerate our abilities, but we can connect to multiple realities of what that sun is projecting within itself, also the worlds. Our existence is to learn from others, but to also assist sometimes with weather patterns, what we are called upon. Like with the planet's core, we're called upon to bring assistance there, or call upon an alien being that can assist. So we are technically a spiritual essence, as you would call it, but we have different words for it. There is a family of us. Now, our name is up to you what you want to call us, but everybody has their own label, which is fine. We are beings that are, yes, not always the most emotional. I mean, we learn emotion depending on the world that we're on. So our empathic abilities can, if we have non-emotion in one world, we connect to a world with emotion, we can usually adapt to it pretty quickly. Sometimes can't handle it. So just giving you a window into our world. as we will bet back your future for a message. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Arcturians. I am. Greetings to you. Yes, there's a great amount of soul growth going, as you can see. So not everyone's getting along with each other. That's kind of the point of existence, is to have your own opinion, which is good. To know what your figure out if you have an opinion. To figure out your point of view, and also realize that no one can take that away. That's what many are warning here. Believe what you want to believe, but many on your world aren't really knowing what to believe. The only reason why your world is the way it is right now is still in that search or being pulled into one direction or another, but not really forming their own opinions. It's still something that's being healed here at the moment. And doesn't mean an alien energy will appear for that, but, well, you never know. It's always been a struggle here for that. So we're here to assist you. Your questions, whatever you are ready. Blessings.
Blessings, greetings, I am, and the Arcturians.
Blessings to you.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
First this evening, we have Silverclaw.
Oh, hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. My first question, would Bone Saloon actually hire me even though I want my Art of Living job back? Or is it better not to mention that part to them if I apply?
Mention what part exactly?
That I want to, my job right now is closed down,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called AOL basically, and I'm just waiting for it to reopen. But I'm wondering if it's a good idea to apply for a job in this Spoon Saloon place,
Yeah,
even though I just want my Art of Living. Job.
It's just. I mean, say whatever you want. It's fine.
Mhm.
I don't believe it'll cause any difficulties
Okay, so
overall.
they're like, okay, so it's amicable. Okay,
They'll be
and
understanding. The
then,
more they know about you, the better.
okay, and so would like my rent stop having a discount because I have a discount where I live right now because it's part of my AOL job.
I mean, it
Like,
depends on how much you're making. If you're not making that much, I don't believe they'll change your rent, but they possibly will. Yeah. Or you can ask how much you have to make, or yeah, you have to investigate that a little bit. It seems.
interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, they can't take it away.
But would I make good money at least? Like,
I
would
don't
it be
know.
worth?
Depends on what your idea of good money is. We don't have
Okay,
money in our world, so.
okay.
Hmm.
Um,
But the dollar, we can get excited on that. So I'm not sure if
uh,
your world will get that excited about that.
well, is it a worthwhile idea basically to
Now
apply
that's
for?
up to you.
Okay, okay. I'll think about it. Thank you.
Yeah, just sleep on it.
Yeah. So thank you. So my next question: any positive predictions for me about this year for me?
That you will make decisions of your workforce of what to do. You'll trust more of your abilities slightly, but you're still trying to trust your instincts. You're not always trusting them, which is, it takes some time. It's not something you do overnight. There's fear energy. You got to heal the fear. So I'm not sure if that's much of a prediction, but no, maybe want to know about their future, but what about their present? Nobody wants to know about their present. Well, some people do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, lessons.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings, thank you. Up next, we got Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
For my first question, I would like to know if there are any messages from my hybrid children.
Well, I think they miss you, but they know you are I don't know why they say they were on vacation, but they kind of, I guess they've been told that. So it seems like there's a small gray that's the one looking forward to your return. Now, how you're going to return is up to you. But I don't believe you have a whole lot of communication with them. I mean, you do astrally, but obviously you forget. But even I don't believe you're always connecting to them in the astral realm for many reasons. You're kind of blocked from them sometimes. That's another reason why you can't connect to them. So yeah, they're just amazed how you grow the way you do. Their growth spurt is so much different than yours. So they find that pretty amazing from that case.
Thank you. Very cool. My second question is, are there any messages from my guides about any telepathic abilities that I can develop?
Well, the idea is to work with somebody that's open to this. I mean, your father is one. Technically, your work with, you can always have a friend that's open to telepathic abilities. But yes, it's good to practice with someone. But yes, that can be, I don't know what to call it, easily adapted into. But it is something that you can definitely, learn now, actually. But it is good to practice with someone. So, blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Stephen.
Greetings, I am.
Yes, greetings.
How are you doing?
Yes, doing well.
Sweet. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being here. Since you're here, I remember last time I talked some galactic language. You said it might have been a hybrid Arcturian. I just definitely wonder if you can connect with my Arcturian energies and connections. Any messages, family members that wish to come through. Thank you.
Well, there is a humorous one. Well, as our Arcturian being, we find this funny. At least we find it funny. Where you learned how to shrink yourself, and you shrunk yourself pretty small. I mean, yes, you appear as a normal, but you're big on shrinking yourself, like just like as small as you can get yourself. For you, it was like an exercise. But yeah, it was like an odd habit. It was something that they don't normally do. Our turns are not normally. It's like we just make ourselves small, but it was something that you were experimenting with. It seems it's pretty humorous, but well, of course you can disappear and reappear around others, but your shrinking ability was quite unique. Let's put it that way. Like somebody would be eating something, and Arcturians do eat, some do, and you'd be like right there on their spoon or something like that. So anyway, we'll leave you at that.
Yeah, that's like that was the perfect of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes,
They have
exactly.
the exact same pick, or where he's on the spoon about to eat them.
Right.
I appreciate it. Thank you for that. And second question, I'll just leave it open. Connect with any energies that wish to come through. I appreciate it.
Well, yes, you're known to be as an Arcturian, you're also known to be a wizard on other realities. Sometimes you have positive lifetimes, sometimes negative. It all depends on what that world needs from you. So you don't really see it as positive and negative, but some worlds need a darker side of you to learn. Of course, I mean, sometimes you have to be that way because you know that humans beings aren't always figuring things out. Not that you're like causing complete mayhem, but sometimes you have to be a tough teacher, which you have on this world. Obviously, may have gone a little bit too far, but that's kind of the point. But yes, you're using your wizardry here. Also, as you know, you are doing. I mean, ever since you've been here, you've been using it, but it's been very just calm. You just bring a calm energy. Even some of the wind that's connected to this earth is connected. Obviously, connected to everybody, but it seems like some of the wind is directly connected to you that you're bringing it to the earth. So we'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Hey, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, I have Christie.
Greetings, I am.
Greetings to you.
So excuse me. So my first question, I just was wondering, last night I had been like talking to the Zeta Reticuli from
Yes.
the Pintel or Pontel. It's something new that I'm just learning about their race. But I think that you had talked about that before in the last channel, that I go visit them and work with them.
Right.
And I really resonate with them so much because they're healers and work with crystals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd asked them last night if I could get some like upgrades or healing, and then this morning woke up and I felt like my ear was draining, like with heat, and kind of felt like I was buzzing all over. So I didn't know if that was them or something else.
Seems like it was them. They are clearing out a blockage. It has to do with a lot of like what's going on with the planet currently, or in society that you're watching. I believe they're letting go of a lot of frustration for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it, as you know. We want a disclosure more than what's being brought, not necessarily the aliens, but just, the dark energies that are here. So I believe you're healing. So I just see frustration or releasing is what they're helping you with. But you're going deeper, from what I can see, into the realms of the unknown.
Okay. All right. And so I've been drawing the Arcturians quite a bit too, and seems like the tall Zetas, but I just wonder if there are aspects of myself then that I'm drawing.
Yes. Well, you're remembering home while you do that. So it's helping you, through all this in the Earth, the mental asylum called Earth, because you're also getting timelines of things opening up, and then it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where so drawing is when you feel like drawing is like, I guess that one didn't happen. So that's good. It's good therapy.
Mm-hmm. Therapy for me.
It's really, it's good for any. But yeah, you found what works for you to release a lot of tension. But it helps you go deeper into the earth of where the problem is. It's just persistence.
Yeah.
Doing so.
Because my meditation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can pretty much draw underground bases that you're feeling. I don't know if you've done this or not. You can draw what they look like, beings that are there.
Mm-hmm.
Give them more of in the location. That would probably help too. Give you more of the insight of what's going on. And Antarctica also.
Antarctica, yep.
Just a thought.
Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Dario.
Hey there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So, what kind of messages can you give to me for this week, maybe? I mean, for today.
I'm not sure if this is helpful or not, but I see like milking the dragon or milking some kind of being that's normally not used to being milked. I know that sounds a little bit strange.
Okay, I'm listening. Now you got me interested here. So,
well, not many dragons are usually going through those situations, like a cow. But I feel like you're going into like a matrix energy. It's not. You're going deeper into a matrix astrally. That's why certain events, like what your cat is going on right now, feels like you're going deeper. You might not be able to see it. Well, maybe you now can. So.
yeah, she's.
Yeah, you're going deeper into where things are going. So you might start remembering certain, like the human trafficking situation. That might start to become more.
Yeah, I've been remembering a lot.
Exactly.
Like from my astral travels.
Yeah.
And visions and sneaking up behind people that are doing it and seeing who is doing it and structures. So I mean, like, yeah. So it's like neutral, like I'm there neutrally, so it's like, yeah, they should meet me in 3D.
Well, there is a dragon, and there's positive dragons, of course, but there are darker ones that are blocking people from seeing what's going on here. But that shows that you are, as I say, squeezing it, getting it through it.
In the knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, going away from that weird
Yes.
thing that I'm seeing, is there anything else that might be like off the topic of politics in our world?
Well, I feel like this is one thing. I think that you already know about this. I feel it's best to bring it up anyway.
Okay.
There's I just you already know this, but I'll bring it up anyway. There's dragon beings they can transform into human form. I believe they are here. I mean, obviously. You might have also run into them, possibly, or had a relationship with one of them, possibly. Like an older relationship in the past. One that's kind of deteriorating. So they're just not always showing their true form. Hopefully that's helpful.
Well, so I'm actually what you're saying. I'm sucking my old ex. Yeah.
Yeah. You might not be the smartest guy in the world, but it doesn't really matter. It's still part of controlling reality. It doesn't really matter intelligence-wise, but just the darkness, all that matters to clog up this reality as much. So people know what's going on.
Of course. So thank you.
Yeah, they're falling apart slowly. These things are a little bit strange, obviously.
No, not for me.
Not for you, but for others.
Okay, thank you for that, and have a cool challenge.
Yes, blessings.
Bye, blessings.
Okay, very interesting. Up next, I have Omran's questions he asked me to read. His first question: do you have any message for me about my soul, energy, or anything?
Well, you do, yes, connect to Arcturian energies. We connect to many vibrations, but Arcturian energies, you go to highest dimensions as you can. They're not saying like giving you a number, but sometimes you go to the lowest. But here, why even you're even on this planet is because it has a unique vibration that you don't see in other worlds and realities. It's kind of like finding gold, but you're finding that energy within yourself. So if you see it, like if you pick, like, just think of yourself on another planet, the vibration of it, then you come here, it's more potent. It's like what you can create here is much different than you can create in other places. So that's our message.
Thank you. His second question: why can I never see my body when I astral project?
Well, I believe because you want to see things. So what's the point of seeing your body? Yeah, you don't have. I feel like you're invisible. So sometimes beings can see you, but mostly you're unseen. So that's nice.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes, greetings. Doing well.
You'll hear a little dinging in the background. Don't worry about that. Ivan can ignore that and not pass that energy on. Or if he wants to pass it on, that's fine. My first question is, do you have any messages for me?
Yeah, it does know you're coming to a roads of your incarnation. I do see a lot of information from the Greys coming. They do give you information of. I don't know. I see the stock market. I don't think you look at the stock market, but they give you information about it anyway. That's kind of cryptic. Not saying. Not going into details of that. But I do see you connected to the stock market. Well, it's another way to read the Earth's energy. It connects you to the elite energies and for business reasons, things like that. So it's not really for a monetary reason. It's more of like it's like you connect to that matrix. That's what they're showing. So it's not like you're playing the stock market. You're just scanning its vibration.
That's the vibration of chaos.
Personalities. You'd be surprised who you meet there. Sometimes you meet an entity there and have a cup of coffee. Things like that. It's like connected to someone else's matrix.
Cup of coffee sitting on a pile of chaotic spaghetti. Got
Well,
it.
you can put the chaos to the side. You'd be surprised if you meet in chaos. Well, he wouldn't be here, so you know.
Cool. And I guess the other question is, when you're kind of reading Earth, I know it's kind of like taking big hands and trying to like grab an individual file out of a file cabinet, but when you're kind of reading Earth energy in this particular set of realities, I don't want to say reality because that's not accurate. This very fine-grained, from your perspective, group of realities that is the different realities that people are within right now, sort of mostly overlapping, not completely. What do you see as like the direction, like where we're headed right now, and have we made some progress? And do you, specifically, do you see the United States in the very near future reforming itself?
Well, yeah, it's kind of reforming itself currently in some form. That's not fully going, and it's I believe society is going to change and become a different type of society. It's doing it now. So that's why government has to shift with society. Society wants a different vibration as its discovery. Society has been wounded because of this current situation, because of last year. And so now society is trying to figure out a new identity for itself currently. So it's kind of lost, but not really. Sort of, yes.
That makes sense. Like, kind of like, everything we thought we knew was right was wrong, but we don't know what the right direction is yet. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well,
feel that out?
It is. Well, there's not really a right or wrong. I guess there is kind of a wrong, but it is progress. As long as you're making progress, that's all that matters. Humanity is tuning this vibration to the harmonies of the universe, of what it asks the universe for assistance all the time. So even if it doesn't want to have a full awakening of like spiritual beings, aliens, it wants to learn what it has right now. What is its potential? What is it it's not seeing? So it's like a musical instrument in a lot of ways.
It's kind of like the harmonious thing is kind of like unlocking arms and giving some individual movement to each other, so to speak.
Yeah, it's at a different tune right now, and it just wants to be at a different melody than it was in the past. We say 4 years politically. It's healing that vibration to just have a different sound about itself, a different point of view. It's a lot of it's lost, not entirely, but of course that's normal. But it almost feels like it's more lost than it has been in the past due to the changes of the Earth, of events. So.
All right, so final sub question of this, and then I'll stop. Are people starting to really see in mass, not just small numbers, and not just people that happen to go to spiritual shops all the time and frequent message board stuff? Are people starting to see that there's been too much focus on materialistic progress, and I'm not saying that's bad. There's certain thresholds I think we had to reach in terms of general understanding of the physical to become masters of it. But I think we're at a point of diminishing returns. And I'm wondering if people are starting to see that now.
Well, yes. Well, that has to do with income. People are not having the same income that they used to, so they're just going for the bare necessities. And with the bare necessities, they're slowly finding themselves. They have to find another way to entertain themselves, educate themselves. So it's a slow process of, just looking at things a little bit differently. So, yeah, obviously abundance isn't always what it's cracked up to be. The less is more, usually. And that's what the world is learning right now. It's interesting, around London, many people are becoming more awakened due to the government. Government is, love it or hate it, sometimes it has to suppress things for people to break out of their comfort zone. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I understand that. I have nothing personally against abundance.
Mhm.
I just think people having to basically sign up for slavery their whole life to gain abundance
Yes.
is kind of like a wrong way to go about it. Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
And much love.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, I am.
Christie.
Nice to talk to you.
Good.
This past well, couple of 3 weeks have been really rough in terms of really not quite nightmares, but bad dreams. And this week I had on Saturday I felt like there was a needle being stuck in through my crown chakra all the way down to my sacral chakra, and it was hard to meditate because I didn't know what was me and what was. Then I had a break on Monday. I got this dream of I had kind of woke up and was able to kind of we have a pendulum inside me, and I was able to just be very, very calm and and it was just wonderful. So that was a break, and I went, yay, it's over. And then just today, as I walked in the store, I felt this thing of something around my heart, pressing my heart, kind of twisted around it, and I was going, oh God, when is this? And I've been impatient, which isn't me. I've been really frustrated, and with this thing, the thing around my heart, I was going, oh, I don't want this anymore. And then my little mind went, well, wait a minute, why don't you take this and see if you can follow it? Because if there's a energy within you, then you can find out where it is. And so I kind of followed it, and I had a vision of this very long-faced person or being with big eyes called I think Evan, I think. Is any of this accurate, or am I just kind of I don't know, being crazy in my own mind?
But it is like there's an alien being. Evan is a alien entity that found you, and I don't believe it's a ghost. I believe it's just an entity that's helping you awaken. It does feel like it's a Palladian being. It's a little bit mischief connected.
Okay.
But try to get your attention. But I believe you signed up for it, from what I can see.
Well, he's got my attention, all right. Okay. Okay.
So it gave you a name, so it is assisting you. You just have to call it by its name. I would call it it. I think it's better that way, because a name, you call a name from an entity, it can do good things and not always good things. It's just but yes, you call it by its name. You can do it in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
And I believe it will be around you to listen to what you have to say. They're just trying to get your attention, from what I can see.
Well, it's certainly doing that. Good. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Another one, we had the Sirian Sirius cosmic being pop in and basically say hi, and then hi, I'm here, and bye.
Yes.
And I was just wondering if you could connect and ask if there's anything else that it wanted to say, because it was kind of well, okay, nice to see you, bye.
Well, it was describing what it can do. There's millions of them out there. A lot of them are scattered out in the universe, but I believe that one connected, to warn of the Earth ways of its, materialism. It's, there's a lot of, obviously there's always a fight among society, but because it comes from more of a peaceful reality, but it's usually alone. It's not usually. It's connected to different worlds. It's this one. You say this one got its attention because it's always yelling at itself, or things are not always getting along. So, most likely will start to interject a little bit on how it sees things. So, it's a little bit vague on how it's still learning how to speak, to your society.
Okay. I just kind of open the door and poked its head in and said, "Oh, well, okay, okay, thanks, bye."
Well, the idea is to put its energy out there for people to connect with and just let them heal. But there's other things in the universe. It's like having an apple fall on your head. Like, oh, wait, I was arguing, but hey, that's different. It's kind of like that. That's why it popped in like that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we got James.
Oh,
Yeah, it's free.
yeah. So speaking of London, as Princess Diana connected to Artemis, and any messages from her?
Yes, there is some connection, not a strong connection, but yes, there is. There is a vibration there. Well, there's a message from Princess Diana to you of someone. She says she shows like the two of you have tea and astral, like a British royal table. I don't believe the Queen is present, but I guess you can more positive side of her appears. But it seems like two of you are very close at times. But she sometimes, well, she seems like she can confide to you. You've had worlds where you kind of known her, but didn't really know her, but she would just stop and tell you something. Like you would like work with her, like I want to say like carrying her bags or something. Maybe not that, but you had like a job that you're around her, and she just say something that she needed to get off her mind. That she would say it to you, but she could not say to others. And you were just at the right place at the right time for that to happen. So, blessings.
Thanks. That's all I got.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Liz.
You can't do that.
Hello. Hi.
Yes. Greetings. Yes.
Greetings. So, what's going on? I have mixed feelings. Like, I want to kill everyone and I want to be happy at the same time.
Well, so, choose which one you want. Yes, there's a lot of different points of view of the world, as you can see.
Yeah, and my husband is just like totally, they are using him at every corner to not give me any peace of mind. I can't even center myself, and I'm starting to center, he just comes with something else. It's just being, oh my gosh.
Well, he's going through a panic because he sees timelines that are not very kind right now. Well, to give you more understanding of this politically, this Biden person has not exactly had the best track record on other worlds. It's like when he shows up, it's like, oh, wait, I remember this other world where you're not exactly trustworthy there either. I believe that's what you're...
Well, the way I see, I can feel the energies around, like his energy, especially my husband, he's closer to me. But the people around here, I think they were more, pro-Trump or something. It's not about politics that I'm talking about. Is there was so much hatred and negative energy coming from the other side, because that's where they live on. That, I think that was the best outcome. So they are calm now, and the pro-Trumpers are not angry because they are not the kind of being the angriest. They are, of course, upset now, but they are not going to be rioting, burning cities like the other side did. And I think that's what had to happen, is to appease everyone, to lower the negativity or to raise the positivity in Earth. Otherwise, we don't go through this passage of time, to a positive side.
There's a quiet panic going on right now.
Yeah.
They're in panic mode of trying to ease their fears. So it shows how reptilians operate. They want to burn things down. Just tear away as a character. They do that to themselves all the time. Yeah, they will burn
Yeah.
their own house down just to prove a point. They don't care.
Yeah, it's the carelessness for it was just not respecting anything, anyone.
Yes.
But
So
but I think that, like in my heart, I feel like, well, yes, there was a relief, like the energies are more positive now because the negativity eased up from those that are negative with the other government. So in that sense, we have less negativity now.
for now.
For now, yeah. Although the government is
Well,
going to
well,
create a lot of pain in the world.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of balancing that's working on right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're working on more of a peaceful reality. Obviously, not always like the outcome, but you are going to more of a not to say this administration is here for peace, but you are going to more of a calmer society. And yes, as you said, the outcome was just to bring calm, and that's kind of the idea.
Yeah,
And
I think
more of
so.
that happens throughout society also. So not to say people are the frog, like would they turn up the heat? Not that.
I know, but there are so many people that are now able to see their lies through their lies, the media lies, and now that was part of the mission, I guess, of the other government was to really to awaken the people in that sense, and those people are changed forever. They're never going to, go back to being blinded, manipulated. Although the manipulations go deep.
It's another form of disclosure. It's society healing itself. Society's used to a certain mentality, or being told what to do, be angry. Now it's being calm. As it's calm, it sees more. When it's angry, it doesn't see anything. Not really. It sees what it wants to see.
Yeah, it's tunnel vision.
So yeah, now's the time of agree with disagree with how things are going. Some, yeah, they might. However, how you got here. The idea is for society to wake up in a different form. That's really what it comes down to.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
so and do you have any messages for me in particular? My higher self.
You are wearing calm, as you can see. I feel like you are. I think part of you at one time was very judgmental of reptilian beings. Obviously, don't see them here in the physical, but you do see them in human form. You're like humans acting like them. Part of it is healing that vibration. You've had difficulties with that in the past. And just part of it, kind of racist in some ways against reptilian beings. Obviously, don't make themselves look great. But I believe that's why it came here to heal a lot of that. But also to bring, because you know about them, deep into their, how you might not remember it now, but you actually know quite a bit. That's why one of the reasons why you're here is what you know. And so, yeah. So you're kind of exposing that.
Yes, I have. It's not that I'm judgmental of them. I don't like what they do. So.
Well, one time it was like that. It's like, well, these guys are just too much. Yeah. But maybe not in this life, but another life somewhere. I don't think it was really in this life. Really, it wasn't in other lives. But you brought the knowledge you've learned from them here, so you can expose them slowly. It does seem like you have a sense that they're around, from what I can feel. Just, yeah, you definitely know them pretty well. So, because there will be a disclosure of them eventually. It's not just all talk. It just doesn't happen yet.
Yeah.
So, you can say the period the Earth is going into it's always an alien disclosure going on. It just takes a while. So.
Yeah, so it was very, very tense, though. It's a very, very tense period for me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be calmer. Part of you will be still frustrated, obviously, but there's gonna be a lot of frustration.
I decided not to look into politics any longer.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I think it's gonna find you anyway, but that's okay.
I guess.
But
Thank
it
you.
won't be as effective as it used to. But yeah, you can finally take it easy now, from what I can see. So,
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got April. Maybe she left the room, or hopefully she makes it back before the end. Up next, we'll go to Brockman.
Hello, greetings. Okay, so I was wondering if you have any tips or techniques that I could use to better remember, like my multidimensional self.
I would connect to the beings that you are attracted to first. I mean, there's wizard energy, but I believe there's also a sense of gray, a zeta gray energy around you, of like a deep history with them. Um, Obviously, they're not the easiest beings to remember, but if you look at footage, or possibly footage, or or anything talking about them, I believe slowly that will start to open you up. I believe at one time you were part of an abduction program. Of course, they didn't see it as wrong at that time. I don't know if they see it wrong now either. But you're very much involved with that in your past. But it's one of the reasons why you have a blockage.
Oh,
But
okay.
so that's one. It's like that's one doorway to go into, and then other beings will start to show up after that. But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just what you feel from them. Like, okay, I want to connect with the grays, and what comes to mind, what you're feeling from them. And of course, you can connect to other beings too, if get the best feeling from them.
Okay.
Always send your intentions, of course.
Thank you. And then my next question is, do you have any messages from the Galactic Federation for me?
They show you as a tall blonde Nordic being, Palladian, here on the Earth as like undercover. They're in the 1920s, I believe. I believe you were just not seen here, but you were wandering among society, warning about it. They're not saying what you were doing exactly, but your mission was around that time frame. So what brought you here is like the seed was planted, that saying how they did it, but to where you are today, the way the world is, ascending. You're part of that. You can say mental download of how you got here. So they're not really going into details of what that means. I'm not sure if you're understanding it, or if we're even explaining it that well. But basically, the seed was planted for the Earth to be where it is today. It could have been a lot longer. You could be in the 1950s still right now. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, things could have evolved very slowly. So things got sped up quite a bit here. Like every era, all of a sudden, everybody changes. That's all done by design. So, give you an idea of how that works. And there is an alien influence there. Definitely.
Oh, okay.
So.
Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, interesting. All right. It seems like I have a marathon of questions I'm going to be reading for people. Hopefully April comes back, but we'll move on to Inanna's questions. Inanna's first question, she says, I have never knew my time of birth. Is there any chance to get an estimate on the number so I can deep dive or dive deeper into astrology?
I think it's 6:15 is what we're seeing. I think it was in the morning for what we're seeing. It was morning, but yes.
Okay, thank you. Her second question, Through the dreams I received that my soul is a child of Kali and Thoth. Can you talk more about it?
Well, I believe that was kind of like a lifetime where you're kind of intimidated a lot because it was more than you thought you could handle. But you were a healing being. You're one that connected to society, not not trying to impress anyone, but just to learn from everyone. It's like stay a child for as long as you can to have that child perspective, so you can absorb information from others or how to respect others. A lot of your mannerisms comes from that time frame. So as some get older, their ego gets in control, even in kids, and they just kind of shut off from society. You always were connected to society. I'm not sure how you are now, but you definitely had a lot of what you learned there. You're using still today. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, I have Sai's questions. His first question: was I a dragon?
Yes, been also a two-headed dragon. It was on Sirius, a world in Sirius. They're given the name like Madagascar, like you have here. It was similar to that. All these different beings are everywhere. Just a very animated reality. But we do. They show you that you lived in the hills. You're like appear and disappear in the hills. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. His second question: was I a merman?
Yes. Here on Earth, but once again, Sirius seems to keep coming through. But where your fins can turn into legs. But yes, as a merman, yeah, you're deep, deep underwater. Just uh, it was about healing society. I mean, it was about working with society. Of course, the mer people are working with their society, but it was basically about how to improve the Earth's vibration. So it's like if you have a relationship and as a mer person, the world feels it. But see, they're aware of that. Humans aren't aware of that. So they get toxic relationship. So with every toxic relationship, a mer person would find a good relationship to counter a lot of that. So and magnify that vibration. Because all these toxic relationships in human form can really, you know, make this world even more difficult than it is today. Blessings.
All right, true that. Blessings. Up next, I have Braden's questions. His first question: do you have any messages for me?
Oh, you see him around the tall blotted Nordics. I believe they're Palladians. He's getting information from them about the Earth and where it's going. Due to the Earth, the current climate of things, they're actually giving you some timelines, but they're not obviously going to say. Here is also a female around him by the name of Penelope. That's she just given us her name. That he's connected to as a tall blonde being. Right.
Okay, thank you. His second question: are there any messages from the tall whites around me?
Mm. Well, they're very much involved with the secret space program. Of course, they have a whole different program. They call it the Tall White Space Program or something like that. They don't really get along with the current secret space. But they show you that you're on one of their motherships. Yes, you're on the children. Well, you're teaching the children about your adventures here. I know it might not seem like adventurous here, but you're teaching about your adventures is what they're showing. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question. Oh no, that was it. Thank you. Up next, I have Ben's questions. His first question: can you tell me about a past life of mine that would be beneficial to tap into for healing?
The Egyptian lifetime, you see you as a builder, part of the temples, but you're more in the Cairo area. So it's more like a building. I mean, there's temples in Cairo also for worship during that time in ancient times. So it helped others worship the gods. So that was there. So that's something that you're healing from now, basically, because you're absorbed into other people's energies. It's hard to have your own thoughts because you're absorbed into the religions of that day. Same as what's happening now, but you're healed from it quite well. You're still healing from that. Blessings.
Blessings. His second question: can you tell me more about my Zeta Grays connection and ways to connect?
Well, yeah, in the meditation, just visualize them. Of course, surround yourself with light. You show you as an engineer. It's something to do with alphabets, like creating languages as a gray for other species, especially hybrid species that they're developing. They take one species and add to another, and who knows what they have with that. But for instance, with developing languages, that's one of your connections. There's much more, of course. And yes, they're known to go into deep space where most beings don't go, and they stay out there for a long time. They study the organisms and everything that's around there. It's like a group of them, like 5, and they stay out there forever. The ship doesn't move; they just stay out, just out in the middle of space.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Marvin's questions. His first question: what's been interacting with me at night? I've been feeling hot while I sleep and my cover pulled off. Is there a message of how to do? Is there a message or how do I know it? Name, alien race, is good or bad?
Well, it seems like it's all right. It seems like a reptilian being that's been curious about what he's been connecting with recently. So yeah, he's a little bit of a heavy. I think he's kind of excited to run into Marvin. So the name of this being, he's not really giving me. Well, he says the name Quiet, but or you can call him Q. But yeah, it seems to be an old friend of yours from another incarnation cycle. He's a reptilian. He's not. He's decent. He's not going to cause any harm.
Okay, thank you. His second question: is there any message from the Lyran being's son, Hura Datas, and will they, the Lyran beings, show up like the Thundercats? Tell them neat secret on luck, weather, and how to speak to a leprechaun.
That's a lot there.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, you visualize what you're seeing this feline being looking, or the visual will come to you. Well, if it comes to you in your mind, that means they're talking about you or thinking about you, and you can just call in their vibration. As for the leprechaun vibration, I believe you're just connected to the leprechaun just for good luck, which is good. They can be a little bit divisive, possessive sometimes. It all depends on the leprechaun. But it seems like you're learning how to communicate with them, and not just go by your feel. It seems like they're always around you, from what I can see. So, blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in. It seems like I don't think I've really explored much of my Arcturian connection. I get a lot of answers through the webinars that I have a lot of close Arcturian connections, but it never really personalized it within my consciousness. So I was looking to see if maybe you could help me, become more aware of my connections as an Arcturian and why they're relevant now.
It seems like a lot of your energy, your abilities are Arcturian related. Of course, you've connected to Anunnaki and connected more to their vibrations because they're a little bit more exciting. Well, it's all in perspective with that. But they help you learn more about yourself. Even Anunnaki put you in like powers of positions of power. Even we had no experience. Only because you had Arcturian lineage. Have a very unique Arcturian lineage as a creator being, but also very connected to sound. Basically, you're like a healing being that can heal planets, heal vibrations. Even if like you have this reptilian race coming to this planet, you can just send sound energy to them, and that'll slow them down or shut down their invasion. Something like that.
I'm speaking of sound. I'm hearing like a sound when I'm raising my vibration of like a howling metallic kind of wind inside of my head. Is that connected to my Arcturian vibration, or what kind of sound is that creating?
Well, yeah, it's connected to Earth's matrix, from what I can see there. So you're almost like you're getting backlash from it, at least from what I can see.
Well, so it's kind of like if I wake up in the morning and I feel it in my third eye, and I'm just raising raising the tension of the vibration. I'm starting to hear it like generate more and more. Is that like a side effect, or is that something that's developing to something further?
Well, yes, it's developing something further. We see like an actual a siren being, like you have in your Greek cultures.
Hmm.
They do singing here. It feels like you're picking up on a siren's vibration, actual siren being. Actually,
Yeah.
it's sending out vibration. So I believe that being is healing the earth, and you're tapping into it. So it's actually healing you too, from what I can see.
Hmm. Very cool. Yeah, because I was just thinking about that when you're saying healing with sound.
Yes, they're actually, yeah, they're in your area. It's one that you're. I mean, it's like you have a relationship with one too. It seems.
Hmm. Do they
So,
have a name or a species or point of origin?
oh, just the siren origin, ancient Greece, ancient Atlantis energy.
Okay, cool.
But for you, yeah, I've known them. There's a world of sirens. Usually they're singers. Like they don't. It's not like a Hollywood movie when they sing everything, but they are. Usually their song is very, yeah, very beautiful and very hypnotic. Let's put it that way. If
Hmm.
they put their mind to it. So even in those worlds, very often it's like all these beautiful female energies there, and then they start hypnotizing. It's like, oh. It's like you take what you can get, or sometimes they
Just
try to unhypnotize yourself, which is not easy.
yeah, could I just start harmonizing with them and break myself out of it, or?
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, it was not easy though.
Uh, Interesting. Well, I just kind of want to leave my second question open. If there's anything that Spirit would like me to know.
Well, you are connecting more to source energy, the God energy recently. I mean, it feels like part of you has come to terms of its decisions here, even if you don't always agree with it. So you
Hmm.
can heal more of your higher self energy. Yeah, it's feel like part of your higher self was disagreeing how this world was created, how it was everything about it, not everything, but how it's governed currently.
Right.
Feel like you're
Not in
healing a lot.
disagreement with not in disagreement with the world, but how it's being treated. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
How it's how good people or good beings can allow us to create.
Yeah, I was getting kind of frustrated with the light and the dark, not seeing much of a difference between both sides, and kind of shunning, fighting the war on behalf of either side. It's like I didn't come here to fight your war; I came here to end it. Kind of mentality.
Yeah. So you're as you heal that more, just day by just go throughout your day as you normally would, basically. You're seeing the world in a different vibration. I mean, notice how, yes, not to go into politics, but people are kind of calming down.
Hmm.
That's a big deal. And even if all this going on, just aside of that, calm is what's important right now.
Right, right. So the disclosure helps them keep their sanity.
Exactly, helps you
Well,
keep your sanity.
yeah, yeah. I've kind of gone through the ringer on that, so I've been able to disattach from it, unplug from all the distractions.
Yes.
So
So
yeah, it's a lot more peaceful.
yeah, and that's as you go through life, just connecting to that vibration. That's what really matters right now. And just in other disclosure, you can't always predict where things are going to go.
Hmm.
So us as alien beings, we have to let things play out. We can't interfere too much, but we can assist. We send our energy to the earth of the earth's decisions.
Right.
So well, human collective goes like, we learn better this way. Yeah, but it's easier that way. Yeah, but we're going to go this way instead.
Yeah, because some people just don't want to admit they're wrong. So learning it the hard way takes a while.
Yes, it's hard. It's longer. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. Much love and blessings to you.
Yes. Blessings. All right. Blessings. All right. I think you won.